to draw the big rectangle that holds all the drawings we just did, the 31.5 by 20, it's very easy. Click on the line tool. Make sure you have a lot of empty space. I'm going to click and go over 31.5 to the right, hit the Enter key. Move your mouse down so you're snapping straight down. Make sure you have that green line so it's straight down 20 inches, or just 20 and Enter. Going to go back to the left, 31.5 and Enter, and click it close. Hit Escape to finish the command. Now, we need to divide this in half. Now, we could do some simple math and take 31.5 divided by 2, or there's a better way. Use the line tool, and if you hover your mouse towards the middle of the line, you get an object snap. If you hover over, it's a little triangle that says midpoint. Okay, remember, the midpoint is one of those object snaps that we turned on, so that has to be on for this to show up. If that's not showing up, right-click on your object snaps and make sure midpoint's checked on. Now, we're in our line tool. Click on the midpoint, go straight down, and then to finish it, you can hit Escape, start a new line, go on the left side or the right side, it doesn't matter where you start. You can divide it in half, left and right. Now we want to center each of these objects on the center of our squares. To do that, draw a line and make an X. To find the center of an X, or the center of a square, we can draw an X. So I drew a line diagonal, hit Escape to finish it, click on New Line, draw the other half of the X, do that for the first 3 boxes. Now instead of hitting Escape, you can also hit the Enter key. The Enter key will finish the command, and then if I hit the Enter key again, it's actually going to repeat whatever I had last, whatever command I used last. Since the last command I used was a line tool, when I hit the Enter key, it's going to repeat the line tool. I know that because down here on my command line, it says line, specify the first point. I'm going to go there and there. I'm going to hit Enter to finish, Enter to redo the line command, click, click, Enter, Enter to repeat, click, click, Enter to finish. Now I know the center location of each of those spaces. Now I need to find the center of my objects. Now think about it. They're pretty much rectangles with different notches cut into them. So I can still do the X like I did before. Line tool, click on one corner, click on the opposite corner, hit Enter to finish, Enter command to repeat, click, click, hit Enter to finish. I'm going to do the next one. To repeat the line command, click, click, Enter to finish, Enter to repeat, click, click, Enter to finish. Do this one, Enter to repeat the line command. Now you got to zoom in. You want to make sure that when you're clicking on the correct part. Okay, there should be a little bit of review. We just did 2 of them. Now I need to move this into this location and this one into this location. And on the Modify panel, I have the Move command. Go ahead and click on the Move command. And it says select the objects that you want to move. Move, select objects. So I'm going to click once and let go of my mouse. I'm going to grab all of this in one shot. One big window, grab it all. Once you're done selecting everything, you hit the Enter key. And you can see now it says specify the base point. The base point is where it moves from. I'm going to move it. You want to snap and click on that object snap right in the center of the X. And then move over. Now if you need to move your window, remember, you click and hold the middle mouse button for the pan, and you can drag it over. Once you line it up, make sure it snaps using that object snap. You can click to place it. Then to delete these lines, you do not want to trim them. Just select them and hit the delete key on the keyboard. Select, delete, select, delete, select, delete. If you click on something wrong by mistake, you can hit Control-Z to undo. Let me show you a little bit of a faster way. If I select all 4 of them and hit delete. That's much faster. All right, let's do the W. I'm going to go to the move command. Select my objects. Draw a big window, get it all in one shot. You can also drag and get one of these windows. It's the same thing. Or you can go this way and get the green one. Doesn't matter. Just make sure it's all selected. Once you're done selecting, hit enter. Specify the base point. Click on the center of the X for the base point and drag it over, middle mouse button, holding it down so I can pan. Place it right there. Pan up. Let's do the last one. Move. Select everything. Now instead of hitting the enter key, you can actually click on the right mouse button. If I right mouse button, it's the same as the enter key. So right click, specify my base point. Right there it is. Going to left click on my base point, pan over, and click to place it. I'm going to zoom in. We're going to grab all 4 of those lines, and you have to do it with the green. If I try to grab it with a blue square, they're not going to grab. If I go with the green, they do. Delete key to delete them. Grab those with the green, delete key, and we're ready for our text. Do the text up top where the big A is, and it says text. Click on the drop-down menu. Click on single line text. Okay. And it says specify the start point. The start point is going to be right here in the corner. Now it says specify the height. On the handout, it says all text should be 0.5 high. So on your keyboard, enter 0.5, hit the enter key to accept. Now it says, okay, specify the rotation angle. The default is 0, so you can hit 0 and enter. And now we're going to type. Turn on the caps locks. All text in drafting is capital letters. We're going to type FIG for fig, period, space 1. Hit enter to go to the second line, and then hit enter a second time to finish the command. Let's try it again with the number 2 here. Text, single line. Just read what it says. Specify start point. There's my start point. Now it remembers the last thing you entered. So since I entered 0.5 already, it remembers that. So I can just hit enter. I don't have to re-enter 0.5. I can just hit the enter key. It remembers that I put in 0, so I can just hit the enter key. And then you start typing. FIG, period, space 2. Enter, enter. Okay. Text, line text. Click down on the start point. Enter for the 0.5. Enter for the 0. Let me move this up so you can see. Figure, period, space 3. Enter, enter. And the last space, you're going to put your name. So again, now remember, if I hit the enter key, it's going to repeat my last command. Since my last command was text, I could just hit enter the repeat, specify my start point, hit enter, or click down there. We want to accept the 0.5, so hit enter. We want to accept the 0, so hit enter. And you're going to type in your name, first and last name, all caps, and then hit enter and enter to finish it.